with the abs and the chest. Look. Yeah, brolic. 2 o'clock in the morning, we just up early. We just brolic for no reason. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to situate the mandate, everything we got going down. Yes, people, welcome to another episode of Axel's Viewpoint. Oh, let me see this. Okay, they got admin Hickey on next. Like all of that stuff is just nonsense. I'm not gonna lie, just nonsense. It's all lies to get them to steal your fight money. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I want to give a shout out to my boy Larry Caldwell. I want to give a shout out to Jamal King. I want to give a shout out to Mason Nation. I want to give a shout out to Wolflow. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's holding the channel down and coming through and viewing. You know, I appreciate that. And it's 2019. Look, the Brolic boy. The Brolic boy is back. Okay, so right now we're gonna be talking. I haven't even played this game in a while. I haven't played this game in a while, but let's talk about Bungie and Activision splitting and them taking Destiny with them. Now, I'm sure loads of gamers have pretty much heard about the fact that Destiny was original. Well, the product that Destiny. Let's start this off by talking about Destiny, because that is one of the most important things about this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that Destiny is now we're gonna finally get the Destiny that was advertised to us like in the beginning, and that is amazing, people. That is one of the things that is personally exciting me about this whole thing. So let's just take it back. You know, like that Blackstreet song says, "A Brolic boy will bring it to you." Now, we do have some great news from this, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not all. Let's see. Let's hold on. Let's see. So yeah, let's do hard moments again. Let's try and get that fight money up. But yes, people, enough being silly. As I was saying, okay, got some fight money. That's great. So that's great. That's what I'm saying. You log in, you get some fight money. That's why I'm feeling that respect, Capcom. Maybe let's have some more of that more often. But anyway, so Bungie and Activision. No, we're gonna start with Destiny. Now, Destiny. Why this is so important? Why this is one of the main things about the whole split that we should really be focusing on is that they are really serious about Destiny, and I'm not sure if it's because they had Halo and they pretty much don't own that anymore. So, and this is pretty much a well-known franchise which they can rely on. Like they can, like if they like Destiny, it's at that point now where it will always sell 1 million copies and stuff, and that's cool. That is really cool. You know, like everybody. Like, even though 1 million copies nowadays isn't what it used to be, back when I started gaming, that's still something that every publisher yearns for. Because if you can get your marketing budget right to where it's not too expensive and you can actually recruit, hey, you're back in the money. And even though Destiny hasn't always been the game that's got all gamers' hearts pumping, it definitely is a name in the gaming space. But one of the things we've always known about Destiny, despite the fact that hey, it's a game and it's quite good, is the fact that Activision has always micromanaged the projects, and we've never gotten Bungie's true idea and vision. And because of this, the fact that they are actually taking Destiny for themselves to own, it just makes that a really, really attractive proposition. Oh, that's fading in the background. I just noticed that in the top right. That's actually really cool on the bus. But yeah, the fact that like it shows two things actually. The fact that like Bungie, I'm not sure if Bungie like actually paid for the rights to Destiny back, or Activision just never owned them. But the fact that Activision didn't give an F about keeping Destiny shows that they were literally just there. for the monetary investment. And I know that's a little bit of an understatement because we all know that Activision are like just reading B words and stuff like that at this moment now. But we wouldn't expect that. Like case in point, look at Sony. Ever since Crash Bandicoot in the 90s, they had that Super series and they ended up losing that to Activision. It's pretty much been part of their business model to whenever they work with a third-party publisher on a game, they'll pretty much own that exclusive, that IP. That even if the third party creates it themselves, Sony will pretty much take ownership of that IP. Like look at things like the Order 1886. Now Sony didn't really develop that game themselves, it was ready at dawn, but because of Sony's laws and stuff, they do it. They own it. And it's the same thing with Ratchet and Clank. Insomniac, great developers as they are, as we can see with what they did with Spider-Man and Sunset Overdrive, and pretty almost anything they put their hands on. They've got a very unique style of gameplay, weapons and humor. And yeah, it just doesn't mean anything because Sony own Ratchet. So that's part of Sony's business model and stuff like that. You can hate on it if you want. I think it's a quite good idea. It allows you to chop and change and build up a staple of exclusives, which is what Microsoft really needs. Like look at Little Big Planet and Media Molecule. Media Molecule can't really go anywhere because their biggest IP belongs to Sony. So they're just really lucky that Sony picked them up. So when you look at this, it's really interesting that Activision just let Destiny go. Because even though the last Destiny was a little bit of a disappointment, they still have a base for people to actually, you know, to work on. Like when Destiny 3 gets announced, there's definitely going to be people that want to play it. And even though I'm not the biggest Destiny fan, I definitely want to see what they've got. Of course, why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? I've pretty much played all of them up to this point. So we know that Activision don't care, but we really know that Bungie does care. So this bodes very well for whichever company picks them up next, because if it's going to be a single platform holder like Microsoft that picks up Bungie again, it's pretty safe to say that Destiny will go exclusive, and it will be the real Destiny, the stuff with all the story, all the content that we wanted. Now, thinking about it, if Destiny goes to Microsoft, if Bungie does go to Microsoft, just knowing the way Microsoft are as regards having companies that work on their own individual IPs and take risks and stuff like that, I honestly don't. It doesn't look good for them if they go back to Microsoft, but then again, Microsoft apparently have turned over a new leaf, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens and what is the new dynamic should they go back to Microsoft. But but Bungie and Destiny, the Destiny IP definitely needs to be in a place where creativity is allowed to be nurtured and grow. So it looks like if Bungie want to be successful, it depends on how successful they want to be. Because at this point, to be honest, Bungie should really have enough money to survive as an independent developer.
You are currently ranked in the top 20,000 in Europe.
It doesn't make sense that Bungie can be around for this long, because they've been around since the first Xbox. So they should, and they've always had successful series. So even if they've got to chill for a while and make a couple of indie AA games, or do what Ninja Theory did and make AAA games but kind of on a budget, they should really just concentrate on doing that. Like, there's no need to really be on a case or a thing where they just, hey, we gotta remain big AAA guys because, you know, that's what we've always been. No, man, it's like the times don't even call for that right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Indie games are doing better and better. So right now the thing is just to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? If they have a good idea, they can make it work, and that will pretty much be it. But anyway, that's that. Whoop. Oh, throw straight away. Yay. Nice. Very nice. That was very nice. That was very nice. Good shit, dude. Good shit. I like that. So, what was I saying? Oops. I'm gonna press the same button. Oops. Oh. Wow. Okay, nothing I did came out there. So good. I'm just jumping. Great. But yeah, as I was saying, what was I saying? No Dragon Punch. Great. I'm seriously not one Dragon Punch, but that's okay. At this point, I'm just playing this game for fun. I don't practice enough anymore. But anyway, what was we saying? So yes, we have Microsoft now. They're just outside of the arena. We can see them looking to buy new studios and whatnot. We see that they're on the hunt now. So far, even though Microsoft have been buying studios left, right, and center and whatnot, they haven't really seemed to be picking up any big names and whatnot. Oh my gosh, the truth is, they haven't seemed to be picking up any big names. They seem to basically be relying on indie studios because it's cheaper, and it kind of shows what they're looking to do as regards this guy jumps a lot, but it kind of shows what they're looking to do as far as regards Game Pass and their games. They're gonna have exclusives and stuff, and these exclusives could even have nice graphics and stuff, but I don't reckon they're looking to be making games like Zelda and the like and stuff like that. I reckon they're just I reckon they're looking to make cheaper games, which they know they can just capitalize on. And oh my gosh, Backdash is terrible now. But yeah, I reckon they're looking to make cheaper games, which they know they can just capitalize on, and just basically, let's remember, just basically, just like not be too financially involved, because I reckon we're going to see Microsoft cut back a lot of spending in the video game space, because they just don't make enough money to literally, for it to be logical. You know, they're getting beaten by both Nintendo and Sony, so they would definitely be able to use an acquisition like Bungie more than Sony or Nintendo. We know this, but would they be able to actually maximize on it? This is the thing. Oh, there we go, with the nonsense. So,
you win.
What was we saying? So yeah, it's about who can capitalize on actually being number one. Because as we said, Sony don't really have a need to be buy new teams and stuff. It kind of suits Sony where they are right now. They've got a load of teams. They've got Sony Santa Monica, Sucker Punch. Look at this. Throw straight away. Look at this. This guy's awful. Look at this. Three throw. Oh. Oops, I pressed that the wrong way. That's all these scrubs know how to do. Look, another throw, for real. It's absolutely terrible, this game. Oh, I thought he was going to throw again. I literally thought he was going to throw again. Terrible.
Round 2. Fight.
Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying. Oh wow. That move is useless sometimes.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, so his hard kick came out before my read. Oh my gosh. I did not think he was going to be dumb enough to jump. And this is insane. He did jump. And again, that medium punch doesn't come out. And now the medium punch comes out. Absolutely ridiculous. Man, there's so much lag in between getting one punch to come out in this game and stuff like that. It's terrible. Like, literally is. This guy should not have won that match and stuff like that. But you know what? Forget it. It's alright. It's alright. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming as well. There's extra lag and stuff. But I really don't like the lag on the buttons. Like, whenever you press a button, that lag is just horrible. It's like you really have to think about every button you press and stuff like that. And I really don't understand how his crouching hard kick was beaten of evil reuse of crouching medium punches. Doesn't make sense. The crouching medium punch should be faster. But anyway, okay, that's neither here nor there. So we got Microsoft. They are literally out here like without a pot to pee in. And I want to know, I want to know if boy, I don't know if Microsoft will be able to coerce Bungie into another deal, because after what happened before, yikes. Like, Microsoft really need these developers. So far, they've only been buying these low-tier developers for low-tier games. Like, we could see from games like Sea of Thieves and State of Decay, the level of games they're looking to make. They're not going to give us the same quality as Sony and Nintendo. They're not. These teams are just not those people. The only team that seems possible of doing something like that is maybe Ninja Theory, or what's the other team? Obsidian. Because they were out here making games like Knights of the Republic and all that, which is a classic. Me, I wasn't the biggest fan of that game myself. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I just really didn't play much of it. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. Now, hopefully, Microsoft are being very clever and they're looking to play on nostalgia. Because that's one thing that Nintendo and even Sony now, with the advent of the PlayStation Classic and that little collection they did last year for Crash, you can see that nostalgia is a big thing. So, it'll be very interesting to see what happens as regards what Microsoft and Sony, what Sony do. Like, Sony are pretty much in their own league right now as far as having development teams. Is it my lighting, or am I black in real life? What do you think? I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm gonna leave it up to you. But yeah, oh my gosh. But anyway, shouts out to you, Outplayed. I hope you're having a good day. Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't have changed that because I just saw that actually looked really bad. Jeez, it's probably going to be another review as well. Woke up throat. But anyway, so as far as studios, we know that Sony are pretty much set. And I'm not gonna lie, Bungie could definitely bring something to the table over at Sony, especially if what they've got is Destiny, because I reckon that is going to be Bungie's main bargaining chip. They're going to say, we've got Sony is going to have Sony has enough talent to be able to hold themselves down, so they don't really need Bungie. But even though Bungie could bring something to their table, I reckon if Bungie, obviously, the firm that needs Bungie the most is definitely Microsoft, and if Microsoft can, because they'd be Microsoft's only AAA developer, because of everyone they've got, they haven't really got any AAA developers, anyone that's actually did anything of significance. And I'm not gonna lie, it would kind of be good to see Bungie back at home where they were. You know what I'm saying? It feel like things are all right with the world once again, and this connection is terrible. Look at this, Capcom. What the hell? What is this? Oh my gosh, are we really trying to play it? Okay. If he gets a power driver, I give him so much respect, because a fireball is literally impossible. Oh, here we go. But yeah, as I was saying, this game is terrible. Oh my god, what is happening? Like literally, what is actually happening? What was that? Capcom absolutely sucks. Oh, so when I start hitting them, that's when bullshit starts. Come on, man. What is happening? I don't even know how that came out. This game is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Final round.
Yo, what is this trash, Capcom? Yo, whoever gets picked up, it definitely needs to not be Capcom, because those guys are falling off. What is this? Oh, nice. Probably could have been a nice match. Look at that, you can see every frame of the Dragon Punch. That is disgusting. Oh, and I pressed my button so long ago. Oh, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Absolute bollocks. What is happening? Can he see what's going on? Can he really? It seems like he can see what's going on or something. Kiss my ass, bitch. Now that's a satisfying match to win, because you just know there's just not going to be a run back. You just know there's not going to be a run back. If this dude presses that button, like for the run back, I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Look at that one bar. Look at that one bar. He's definitely using his mobile phone. But anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, basically, Microsoft definitely are the ones that need Activision to just be like, hey, we will cut you a deal. Well, not so much Activision now because Bungie are basically indie. Yeah, but basically, out of all the people that need a new developer, it's Microsoft. Nintendo pretty much doing their own thing. I don't think Bungie really has anything too special to add to the Switch, with all due respect. Even though Bungie are cool developers, I don't really think they're going to be able to add anything of significance to the Switch. So yeah, that's that. Now, as regards other things like the fate of Destiny, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens, because Destiny is a good game and it has potential, but we know that that Activision has stifled that potential, and obviously Bungie have more in store. Obviously, Bungie have more in their portfolio than Destiny. But it's interesting that they took Destiny with them, because it means that they're looking to do the property justice, and I definitely respect them wholeheartedly for that. So I want to see it. I definitely want to see what they do. And as I said before, it would be kind of cool to see them go back to Microsoft and have their own team together. But it'd also be cool to see them try the indie route, to tell the truth. And they should have amassed enough money to be able to do that. Now, I don't know how much staff they have, because that might be one of the issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they might actually need to pair up with someone just to keep staff. But if they don't have to, if they have a manageable team and stuff like that, I don't see why they can't just do their thing. Yeah. But anyway, that will be all for now, because I don't want to repeat anything, I'll just go anything. But I will be back to stream some Street Fighter in a couple of seconds. Yeah.
Ready.
So yeah, speaking of shout out to everyone that's been welcome to the channel. Haters, F you, because you don't the haters. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And oh. We tried to go for the combo, but we messed it up. We messed it up. Take that, folks. Take that. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Great gaming. Game on.